What's up guys, it's Bastian here coming at you with a Universus DLC opening video. That means it's a deck-loadable content, which I think is really nice play on words, but realistically we're here to look at Cowboy Bebop cards, aren't we? Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a massive Cowboy Bebop fan. If I'm sad, if I'm upset, if I'm sick, something bad goes down in my life, I'm watching Cowboy Bebop. That is my safe place, my happy place. I have looked at previous, perhaps not Universes, but back when it was UFS. I looked at Cowboy Bebop related stuff. I looked at the Turbo deck. I looked at a couple of booster boxes being opened. I still have 2 booster boxes in the works for you guys that one day I'll be opening. If you want to see me open a new booster box of Cowboy Bebop, please like this video and let me know in the comment section below, so I will know that you guys are interested in seeing that. But today we are focusing on this one. This is from the transition period where Jasco was changing the brand, going from UFS, Universal Fighting System, to Universus. But for all intents and purposes, as long as you sleeve the different cards and you can't identify them based on the back, then you can mix and match the two, technically 2 games, but they're really one and the same. Anyway, opening this up, we get a nice little expansion to our already existing Cowboy Bebop cards, and all of these DLCs come with the same content. I highly recommend getting 2 copies of the DLC, and you will see why in a second. First, we crack this open with the trusty scissors to be able to show you these beauties. Okay, so what we get are 4 new playable characters. We get, let me just go here, we get Wen. Actually, we might be able to go from the back. We get Andy. So Andy is almost the carbon opposite of Spike. He's almost the quote-unquote, and take this with a massive pinch of salt, the White Knight on the White Dragon. Anyway, he starts with 7 cards in hand with 20 health, and of course he's got some neat little effects here. As a response, after 1 or more foundations are added to your staging area, your attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage, or gets -1 speed and -1 damage. You can also enhance twice per turn, destroy 1 foundation, and build the top card of your deck face down. So it basically allows you to ramp in a very particular way. Now, you get 1 copy of the character, and then you get 2 copies of 2 specific cards that work quite well with that character. So we get Cowboy Lasso to work with Andy here. Cowboy Lasso is an attack, and you can tell that from there. And it's got a what's it called, a threshold of 4. It is actually quite good. It hits for 3. It's got a speed of 5, and you can also block. A mid block is good because that can kind of block anyway, up, down, and of course is best in the middle. You got multiple. 1, it's a reversal and it's a weapon attack. As a response, after 1 or more of your foundations are destroyed, build the top card of your deck face down. Only playable if you have played a multiple ability disenhanced step. So the reason why I said you may want to get 2 DLCs of this is because then you get the full playset of Cowboy Lasso. And I did actually get a second one, which I've opened off camera. The other card that works particularly well with Andy is a foundation, Shadow of a Cowboy. Okay, so let it focus. There we go. After this foundation is destroyed, build the top card of your deck face down, and as a response, before a card would leave your staging area due to your opponent's effect, destroy this card instead. So this is what we get in the Andy lot. By the way, what you might not be able to see, guys, is that the foiling, I'm just gonna try and show it off. The foiling is so intricate, the foiling is so exquisite, it is absolutely beautiful. And all the cards have a specific foiling in the background, so your money is well spent with these cards, and um, Jasko has done an absolutely fantastic job with these cards as well. So massive kudos. Our second character is Gran, the war veteran. Starts with 6 cards but 30 health, which is nothing to scoff at. Uh, Gran can enhance if you already have 4 or more foundations. Name a card, your attack gets plus X damage. X equals the number of copies of the named card in your staging area plus 1. And as a response, twice per turn, remove 1 card from your discard pile. After you make a check, that check gets plus 1 for each copy of the removed card in your staging area. Pretty neat card, to be fair. And then to build on this strategy, we get 2 copies of Falling Star's Revenge. Again, it's an attack, and then of course we do get a foundation as well to work with Gran. We got special foiling to meet the art style. Speed of 4, 5 damage, it's ranged stun 1 and it's a weapon attack. Enhance, commit 1 foundation. If this attack deals damage, add 1 copy of the committed foundation from your discard pile to your hand. Very cool. And the foundation that we got for Gran, we were all comrades. And if you watch the episode with Gran, it's a fantastic episode. Okay, here we go. Come on, focus. Too much shine. Doesn't like the shine. Okay, so response: destroy. After your opponent plays a non-character ability that causes 1 or more cards to leave your discard pile, cancel its effect. Or enhance and commit, which means you gotta tap it. Add 1 copy of We Were All Comrades from your discard pile to your hand. And again, it's sort of that flashback when Gran talks about the war that he took part in. We get Julia. Again, it's got an absolutely beautiful foiling to it. Starts with 7 cards, 19 health. And as a response, after you remove 1 or more cards from the game during the enhanced tab, this attack gets plus 1 or minus 1 speed, depends what you need. Response for plus: after a keyword ability is played, draw 1 card and remove 1 card from your hand from the game. So that's Julia, and we get, of course, no surprise there, 2 copies of an attack and 2 copies of a foundation for this card. Okay, we are in focus. There you go. So 4 speed, 4 damage, breaker 1, ranged, reversal, and stun 1. This does a lot of stuff. As a response, after you play this card, remove 1 attack from your discard pile. This attack gains all keywords and keyword ratings printed on that card. It's really powerful, actually. Helps the Julia strategy. And then we get a foundation. All a dream. Response: this is a foundation, as I said. Response: destroy. After you play a card, it gains breaker 1 or stun 1, playable while committed. Deadlock response: flip this foundation. After your opponent plays their 3rd or greater attack this turn, remove your hand and draw up to your printed hand size, which is 7 in this case. Massive hand refuel is what this does. And then finally, as you could see, guys, we do get When. Also another fantastic episode with When. And hopefully we'll get... There you go. Okay, so starts with 5 cards but 35 health, which is quite serious. As a form, once per turn, ready all cards in your staging area. If you have 3 or fewer characters in your staging area, your combat phase ends. If you have 4 or more characters in your staging area, your opponent commits all of their foundations playable while committed. The response commit after your opponent makes check, that check gets minus X. X equals the number of characters in your staging area plus 1. Failing this check does not end the combat phase. And why is this going to work for us? Well, because we have Murderous Fire. There we go. So, 4 speed, 5 attack, gauge 3, ranged. Enhance, if you have more characters in your staging area than your opponent. Ready 1 foundation that has not been ready this combat phase. Enhance, if your printed hand size is less than your opponent's, this attack gains throw. And the foundation we get Astral Gate Singularity, which is what you saw when I opened this DLC. There we go. So it's this one's a slightly more expensive foundation. You do need to hit a threshold of 2. However, where you can enhance with this commit, your attack gets +1 damage for each character in your staging area, only playable if your printed hand size is 5 or less. And of course you do get that with when. Response flip, after this foundation is ready, look at the top card of your deck, you may discard it. So there you go. I think these cards are absolutely brilliant because you can combine them with Universus stuff, but you can also combine them with the old school UFS stuff, and that's exactly what I'm planning to do with these, is combine these with my other Cowboy Bebop stuff. And it's just kind of nice that they went back to that franchise and printed some more stuff, you know, for fans who do love Cowboy Bebop. I'm sure you guys will really appreciate these cards as well. Anyway, this is all I wanted to show you guys today. One more thing, if you guys have the UFS Cowboy Bebop game mat, any one of the two, and if you're willing to sell it or maybe trade for it, please hit me up on the comment section below. See if we can work something out. I would love to have a Cowboy Bebop game mat like this one. So anyway, guys, this is it for today. Bussy signing out. Peace.